have a thing that wraps your spine called a dura. It's like a saran wrap around your spine, and your spine holds all the spinal fluid in it. But spinal fluid is also what your brain sits in.
Yeah.
It's your brain floats, right, in your head. Well, maybe not in all of our heads, but
not mine.
Some of our heads,
Right.
Your brain floats, and it's held up by sort of the pressure of, the spinal fluid. And I fell over and I tore my spine, my dura, in two places, about 1.5 inches in one and, a half an inch in the other. And all the spinal fluid goes out. And your brain sinks in your head, and it's attached to all these nerve endings. And it's really unbearably painful.
George Clooney has endured years of chronic pain, much of it stemming from an injury he suffered while filming Syriana in 2005. During a particularly intense scene, he hit his head and tore the dura, the membrane surrounding his spinal cord. The injury left him in excruciating pain, causing severe headaches and spinal fluid leakage. At one point, the pain was so unbearable, he considered drastic measures. Quote, "I was at a point where I thought, I can't exist like this. I can't actually live this way," he admitted in an interview. Doctors initially struggled to diagnose the issue, leading to multiple failed treatments and a long period of uncertainty. Eventually, he underwent spinal surgery to repair the damage, but the effects lingered. The nerve pain and persistent headaches have been a constant battle, forcing him to make adjustments to both his personal and professional life. Despite this, Clooney has refused to slow down. Quote, "I had to learn how to cope with it," he said. "It's there, but I can't let it stop me." His struggles with chronic pain have shaped his perspective on health and aging. While he has always been known for his sharp wit and humor, those close to him have seen how difficult it's been behind the scenes. A friend once noted, quote, "He doesn't complain, but the reality is he's been dealing with this pain every single day for years." Past health struggles.
I want to point out something because you're going to laugh. You're going to make a joke.
Okay.
I have Bell's palsy there, and half of my face is paralyzed.
Oh.
Look at this. Watch this. If you go like this,
And then on the other side, it's a completely different face.
Oh. Yeah. So
was
now
never
make
gonna-
your joke.
I was just going to...
Come on, make your funny joke. Come on, funny man. Come on, let me give you my sad face.
Long before George faced chronic pain and serious injuries, he endured a different kind of health challenge as a teenager. At age 13, he was diagnosed with Bell's palsy, a condition that temporarily paralyzed half of his face. The experience was difficult, especially during his formative years. Quote, "That was the worst time of my life," he once recalled. "You know how cruel kids can be. I would go to school and they'd call me Frankenstein or half-head." Bell's palsy, which affects the facial nerves, made it impossible for Clooney to control one side of his face, leaving him with a drooping mouth and an eye that wouldn't fully close. The condition lasted for about 9 months before resolving on its own, but the emotional impact stayed with him. Instead of letting the ridicule break him, Clooney developed his now famous sense of humor as a defense mechanism. Quote, "You learn to make fun of yourself, and that's one of the things that helped me later in life." In recent years, Clooney has faced other health concerns, including the challenges of working through the COVID-19 pandemic. While directing during the height of the outbreak, he was meticulous about safety, knowing that even a minor illness could have serious consequences given his history of medical issues. He spoke about how the experience changed his approach to work and health, saying, quote, "I used to just keep pushing through, but now I think a little bit more about how much I can take on."